Hey, how's it going? So I'm gonna document the polyphasic sleep experiment of mine, but I'm gonna be doing it differently. I've tried the traditional everyman schedule, the Uberman schedule. I tried that a couple of times a couple of years ago, and I have another YouTube channel. I'll leave the link below this video. I'll come back in the morning because I'm going to jump into bed now. So if you want that link, come back later. So I'll keep these videos short. I'm taking the approach that there is no lack of time. That's the mentality I have now, an abundance mentality, not going into it with a lack mentality. Because let's face it, that's what we go in, that's why we're drawn to this, really, isn't it? It's the feeling of having more time, that excitement of being able to do those things that get pushed to the bottom of the priority list. And it is very exciting when you're doing those schedules and you're feeling good on day one, day two, day three, day four. Yeah, I've cracked it. And then day five, day six, then you just kind of crash and burn. Well, that's the outcome for many of us, I think. So, but during those times when you think you've cracked it, when you think you've mastered time, it's so, man, it's one of the most exciting experiences I've ever had in my life. So I'm naturally drawn to this, but I'm going into it with a different mindset now. So I'm going to be free running. So I'm going to be awake when I'm alert, and I'm going to be having rest when I'm tired. So a few things that I have to help me is getting plenty of water, drinking at least 1.5 liters a day. When you're polyphasic sleeping, if it is a word, you tend to eat more because you're awake late at night, and you're going to put on a few pounds. So to tackle that, I'm going to get through this water and hold out for as long as I can. I'm approaching my sleep now. I'm going to jump into bed in a moment. But I'm approaching it as though I'm not going to go to sleep for the whole night. I'm taking a short nap. That's my mentality now. I'm taking a short nap, and with that mentality, I've tried it a few times. I get really excited about what I'm working on, my projects. I get really excited about it, and I think I'm going to take a short nap, and I tend to wake up in the middle of the night. Let's see how it goes. I've not done this for about 3 or 4 months. The other thing I've been reading is this book by Bruce Lipton, The Biology of Belief. I talked about it in my last video on my other channel. Now, apparently, they have discovered a gene that is responsible for your circadian rhythm. And people that have this gene switched off, or they might have it switched on, I don't know, they are able to go on 4 hours sleep and they feel fine, and they pretty much appear to be perfectly healthy. So what if, because Bruce in his work, he says it's the beliefs that turn genes on and off. So what if you believed you didn't really need that much sleep? You're so excited about life, you find that you wake up naturally. So what if you had that belief? Wouldn't you then turn on the gene that's responsible for your circadian rhythm, and you wouldn't need as much sleep? It's food for thought, and I want to test this out. So the other thing, together with water, that is going to be, stacking the deck in my favor, is breathing exercises, qigong, yoga, eating healthy, getting to the gym, taking walks in nature, those kind of things. I think that's what I pretty much wanted to put across. Now, I might not be able to get back to every single comment, although I'm not really anticipating there being very many comments, because there's only a small handful of us who are out there right now at this moment in time that are drawn to the feeling of having cracked time. It's a very small number of us. I have many other projects and many other YouTube channels. I think I have about 4 YouTube channels right now, so I can't get to every comment, so I'm just giving you the heads up. But I'll leave the comments open, so feel free to use this as a sounding board to express yourself. So I'm not trying to prove that polyphasic can or cannot work. This is more of a contribution to humanity. I have a spiritual aspect to my lifestyle, and what works for me is sleep really is there to keep us sane. It's there to give the personality ego a break, because the ego feels that it's in control of having to make everything happen for you in your life. And I think when you just give yourself over to the intuition, the inspirations that flow, it will guide you in the right way. It knows the quickest path. I'm alluding to a higher self, the universe, a higher consciousness, whatever you call it. We have different names for it, but it knows the shortest path between A and B. And logically, we believe the shortest path is a straight line. Logically and mathematically, that's what makes sense. But I found life is a meandering path with many twists and turns. And from above, it may look like that path is going to take longer, but it can actually get you to be quicker. So I'm going to jump into bed now. I hope you got something from this video. I'll keep future videos to no longer than 3 minutes, and just want to make sure I'm putting everything across. I wanted to. This is great fun. There are some things that you do in life that, whilst you're doing it, it can be kind of difficult, but when you look back, it's hilarious. Like, I've made some good friends on YouTube through sharing this intrigue that we have for polyphasic sleep. One of the things that one of my friends said to me, he's put videos out on polyphasic sleep. Trying to rush. He's put videos out on polyphasic sleep, and he said to me, "Look, Mike, I just realised, so what if it takes me an extra year?" And I thought, yeah, he's right, man. So what if it takes an extra year? I'm an infinite being. I have no beginning. I have no end. It's an infinite journey. This body is but a vessel for my consciousness. So with that, I started to chill out. I started to give myself over to my circadian rhythm, and I realized how much I love the feeling of being rested, how much I love the feeling that I can go to sleep and I don't need to set an alarm. And that's a great feeling. So it's an abundance mentality. There is no lack of time. That belief, I don't believe, can really bear any fruit for you. So that was pretty much it. You know, we get greedy when it comes to time. We write out these schedules for ourselves, and it's like, I could gain an hour there and then gain an hour here. When in reality, if you had just an extra hour every day and you did that thing that you feel you don't have time for, just that 1 hour, what would the impact of 6 months be of taking that extra hour? I think it would be significant. So I found that when you do the traditional polyphasic sleep schedules, you just tend to get really greedy. That was my experience anyway. We'll see how this goes. As I say, it's an experiment. Hope you got something from this video, and I'll catch you later. Good luck. Peace.